Here we go. Patrick Kane's got an opportunity to rewrite the National Hockey League record books, correct, guys?
Sure does. Sure does.
Here we go. Kane's second round. Right down the slot he goes. Hangs on, backhand, and score! And it's a new record in the National Hockey League. The most shootout goals by an individual in NHL history. Patrick Kane.
You're ready? Well, let's welcome to the newest episode. I think this is episode 69.
69.
I think it's episode 69.
Every time. Cheers. Episode
Always,
69.
always.
Hoping to get some 69 after this later.
That'd be nice, right?
Want to get home.
Starting off probably the show with the first time and probably last time you're going to hear a Detroit Red Wings highlight.
Go Caner.
That was Patrick Kane breaking the record for the most shootout goals in NHL history.
And that's 53.
53.
Yeah, well, those are like those records that are all going to be new and broken.
Oh, yeah.
They will.
Changed all the rules.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
No, way to go. Start with the fucking Red Wings. I mean, I love Kane.
I know.
Brought me a lot of happiness, a lot of money.
You know, not only are we missing a Chicago highlight, we're also missing our co-host and our cohort, Mr. Shamrock. We had to, I know. You might notice Shamrock's absence based off of the lack of time someone's referenced my sister getting fucked in the first 30 seconds, or my mother.
Oh, well.
But he is not here this week.
Well, at least you were here to bring it up.
That's right. That's right.
Shot to that.
Let's do a shot to Shamrock not throwing shots and shade at my fucking family. Cheers.
Your mom's still.
Miss you, buddy. Yes, we're going to get to that right now,
Cheers.
actually.
Yeah, Shamrock is
Shamrock, we have a
he's in the gym working out because your mom's walking up here from Central Illinois to punch him in the face.
That's right. We have we talked about it a little bit last week. I reached out to my mom. I don't know how much we mentioned on air and how much was off air, but we are going to be having my mom, with the assistance of a boxing glove, punch Shamrock in the face, and we are going to bring that to you the next time my mom is back in the area. So
Live from the Terror Dome.
I wouldn't mind doing it live on the show, but if we can't do it live on the show, we'll definitely film it at whatever bar we're drinking at, and we'll bring it to you guys. So that will be coming up. A nice, swift punch to the face by Shamrock. And, of course, as always, this week is brought to you by High Five.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of High Five. They have been with us since the very beginning. They do all sort of THC tinctures, sublingual strips, and the like. They're available at most dispensaries in the area. A few that do not sponsor us, so
Fuck him.
Oh, yeah.
fuck them. Yeah,
Which Henry's ready to do because he is wearing a naked shirt today.
that's right.
Every time I look over, I'm like, is this motherfucker got his shirt off?
Also brought to you by, we have a new sponsor, folks.
Yes,
Apiary Acres. They are a CBD farm out of Elburn.
yes.
They grow all locally with their bees and with the hemp product. They carry raw honey, CBD honey, edibles, CBD cuticle oil, roll-on, chapstick, all that kind of stuff. Check them out, apiaryacres.com.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
3 acres.
Yes. Hell yes. That's I love that we are a show called Hold My Beer, but our sponsors are exclusively weed. Except for you. If you want to go out there and sponsor us, you're more than welcome to. We will drink your beer live on air and do whatever you want to justify the drinking of the beer.
And again, sponsored by Dundid Studios
And Dundid
with our
Studios,
booze.
of
With our
course.
booze. Always.
Of course.
We can always
Shout
count
out
on
to
them.
They have
Us.
great artists, and they have Judd. So check those guys out as soon as possible.
Cocksucker.
But let's fucking wrap into it. Where do you guys want to start? You want to start?
Real quick, since we're
Go ahead,
already
please.
at Dundee Studios, I want to shout out the
Oh,
show.
yes.
Oh, yeah. April 3rd in West Chicago Social Club. Opening for Moonshine Bandits. JUD and the Poor. And my buddy Chemical Warfare is going to be on that bill, too. So it's going to be a really fun night.
Are you doing your guys' thing? The three of you?
Oh, I don't know if we're going to do any of the Sister Twister stuff. It would be cool if we could. We might be able to pull that off. We'll see.
We'll see. There's some surprise.
Since we're all in the building, maybe we will.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like
That's good
it'd be a
shit.
missed opportunity to not.
Right?
But this is obviously, I think we got to start at the most obvious point, which is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This is the well, am I allowed
Super
to say
Bowl.
that? The big game. The big game.
I think I'm just going to watch Where the Buffalo Roam instead of the Super Bowl. Because that's where Hunter S. Thompson goes to the Super Bowl
It's really tough.
in one of the scenes.
It's tough for me, which I feel bad with our I do have some friends in Philadelphia, but let's be honest, your city is a pile of shit, and so are you.
Wow.
I'm just being honest.
Is it? I
Do
mean,
you want me to lie?
I've never
Do you want me
been.
to lie?
I've never been there.
No. I know some good people from Philadelphia. There are like 3 or 4 of them, and I know all 3 or 4 of them.
Rocky
the rest
Balboa.
Of them, Rocky Balboa, Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier.
Shout out Ray Ortiz.
One guy's dead, one guy's fake.
Yeah, one guy's
the
not
third,
real. But no,
the mayor who can't spell Eagles.
EGLES,
She's great.
I believe is what it was.
You know what? They'll probably run her for president.
They probably should. Honestly, why wouldn't you?
Good candidate.
It is a good candidate. It is a good candidate.
Can she fuck up any worse than not being able to spell a fucking the third grader, second grader?
I mean, if there's anything that has me more depressed in the Super Bowl, it's the political system in the United States of America and the candidates we have to offer on both sides who do not take sides. They all suck.
Yeah.
But let's not get into politics. Let's stay in the politics of football.
Vote Judd 2028.
That's right. I would vote you.
Oh no, it's real. What are you talking about? You're going to be in the cabinet?
Oh,
I'm running.
Right, I am, dude. I'll be
100%.
Secretary of Beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you goddamn right, dude.
Secretary of.
All right, so who's winning the
Secretary
Super
of
Bowl,
Beer.
Judd?
So,
We know the fight. It's already over. Chiefs already won.
well, what's your score? Because we didn't actually choose a score. I think maybe Henry did, but the rest of us didn't.
I think the Chiefs actually give them a beating, and I think it's not
Really?
Even, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily see that.
Yeah, because
What's
I think
your
the
score?
Chiefs are so pissed that everybody is down on them because the refs got them here for 3 years. And
Yeah.
all the just all the bullshit the refs do for the Chiefs. I think they might actually play really good. They're pissed.
Yeah.
And if they lose, though, oh boy,
dude,
See, wouldn't that be exciting?
I'm calling in sick to work on Monday. I'm going
what is
crazy.
your score? Final
I'm
score.
going to Philly.
31-28
Okay.
Chiefs.
Okay. Well, you just skipped Judd right away.
Well, that's what he
We're
does.
on
He's
Judd
naked.
still.
The guy is naked.
He is
here.
naked. He's
This
naked
gives no
and he's
shit.
not afraid. Unfortunately, He
Naked
probably
and
could
not
be.
afraid.
He's naked and I'm afraid.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna be honest with you, Judd. What is your final score prediction?
I'm gonna go 28-14.
28-14.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just going for a real ass whooping.
Yeah, I think it's gonna suck. I think
Well-
everything's gonna suck. I hope I'm like fucking in an orgy before the fucking game's even over. Not even noticing it's on.
Henry, you said what?
31-28. I think last week I said Eagles, but we're switching. It's going to the Chiefs.
You're going for the Chiefs?
31-28.
Okay.
I'm not going for the Chiefs.
Well,
I'll be
see what you're
rooting for the Eagles.
saying. I'm going to go ahead and take the underdog here. I'm going to take the Eagles in an upset.
Okay.
I think am I confident in that? No, not at all. But and I'm also going to go completely different. I'm going to go like 21-17 Eagles because what I'm looking at the Chiefs this year. They haven't scored over 30 points more in a handful of times. I don't think it's going to be a super high scoring game. I think the Chiefs defense is great. Philadelphia's
I believe
defense
they
is
only
great.
scored it over twice.
Yeah. So I don't feel super confident in this being a high scoring game. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. I think Saquon in the running game and then the potential of Jalen Carter blowing up and being a game wrecker. I think that again, I think I said this last week. I'm looking at, the Patriots, Giants, shit like that, where a good pass rush can defeat a good quarterback in the Super Bowl. That all said, not very confident in my pick.
No.
Not very confident, but I just don't want to root for the Chiefs. And the fact that you're making me root for the Eagles is infuriating. By the way, my boy Shano, who is from Philadelphia, is right now commenting on this as we speak.
Oh, what'd he say?
Unfortunately, I can't see it over here, but I'm sure he would be super thrilled to know that we are rooting for the Eagles for the first and only time he's ever going to hear that.
I mean, I've rooted for the Eagles before. I rooted for them when they beat the Patriots.
I rooted for them when they had McNabb before they were.
Oh,
them.
Why do you like
I
McNabb?
liked him with McNabb because he's Chicago.
And who was
dude.
their head coach?
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
Some fucking walrus.
Yeah. Fucking just out there crushing cheeseburgers, dude. Just crushing cheeseburgers. Andy Cheeseburger Reid.
As long as it's not cold and you got to like fucking have the zoom in of his face with the frozen booger sickles on his foot. That is like the worst. You don't fucking watch that.
He's not a very aesthetically pleasing sideline view, is he?
He's an ugly fucking hippo. He just, I hear Sir David Attenborough's voice every time he's on the fucking screen.
Yeah, it's a little rough. So we got two. I'm guessing Shamrock was probably also going to go with the Chiefs.
Yes.
I'm going to guess. He's not here today, but I'm guessing he's
Give him a call.
I mean,
I wonder. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I really want the Eagles to win. I don't know. I should feel like I should just like put money on the Chiefs because I always lose in those situations.
As much as I'm not a fan of the Eagles, they do have a lot of players I like, and they do. I like a lot of what they have going on. Like
Their
Saquon Barkley,
fans
I
are
love.
just.
Their
think,
fans are rough, except for Shano. Shout out Shano.
Shout out Ray Ortiz.
Yeah, you're
my
okay,
homie.
buddy, but the
Love
rest
you.
of you, are pretty rough. What about that poor Green Bay Packers fan? That poor Green Bay Packers fan. Did you see that? The Philly fan who was just fucking screaming at the Packers, that Packers lady in the stands.
Oh, I heard
it's
pretty brutal.
It was
there.
a pretty big fucking news story. The guy ended up fucking dossing him, got his information, got fired from his job and everything.
Yes.
He was calling her to see you in next Tuesday.
Got fired.
How old was she? Like 8 or 9 or something?
She's sitting on Santa Claus's lap while he's just pelting them both with snowballs.
I have been
typical Eagles fashion.
I've gotten in some real shit, and I know like it's back in the day, but like Soldier Field is not nice to outsiders.
It's not, but it's not Philly, dude.
I one time went to get in a fight with this Vikings fan guy. He gets in my friend's face, the littlest friend that's with us.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, let's go. Let's fucking go. You're fighting me. You're not fighting my little buddy. So he hands his jacket to this little kid. And I was like, is that your son? He's like, yeah, what the fuck? Let's go. I'm like, I'm not beating you up in front of your son. So I guess I'm a nicer person. But if that would have happened, that's like 15, 20 years ago. If that had happened today, it'd all been on tape.
That's true.
And I would have looked like a really nice guy.
You would have looked like a really nice guy.
See,
dude, where was social media when you needed it? Where were the cameras?
I don't know.
Judd needed to look.
It's on right now. Henry's phone.
Yeah, Henry's just a master of not being able to control the volume of
fucking naked.
Phone.
His fucking phone goes off in the fucking.
He's
turn your volume down, dildo.
It is down.
It is down. He says, "Well, hey, guess what, buddy? You're the leader of Bolton points right now. Shamrock's not here, so we're gonna need you to tell us where are we going next."
Well, this is a good one.
All right, he's ready to go.
This is a good one. How many shots in a row? And can you guess the player? So it's a wide open question to miss the most game-winning shots in a row in NBA in the last like 20 seasons.
Okay, last 20 years, most game-winning shots hit in a row.
Missed.
Oh,
missed.
It's gonna be LeBron.
Kobe. Yes, sir, it is.
I mean, come on.
And he's done it for 16 straight. He hasn't made a game-winning shot since 2021.
Love it. I love going down the NBA road too, because that's a nice segue. Because the NBA was trying to steal the thunder.
The NBA did steal the thunder this week.
Well,
this is a boring
briefly.
Super Bowl, and all these trades have been fucking great.
The official stat is LeBron has missed 16 straight potential go-ahead or game-tying threes in the final 30 seconds of a game. His last make was February of 2021.
Guys, I have to throw this out there because we have some Eagles fan live right now. Like a straight Eagles fan conspiracy theory. This is the exact thing we're getting in chat.
Let's hear it.
He's saying that dude was a Packers fan. He wore a GoPro. He did it to provoke Eagles fans.
Really?
So he's thinking that he's doing some deep state shit here.
Oh!
So we talked about Bears and on last week.
Get him on
when we were
phone.
going to go into the murder mystery. I wish I could right now. I wish I could bring Shano in live. But he is going straight fucking Eagles conspiracy theory. That guy was an undercover Packers fan.
Well, maybe we can get him to call in next week or
Those
something.
people that stormed the stadium were actually Antifa.
They were just sightseeing. They're just.
I love it. Yeah, they were just sightseeing.
I didn't see this video. I got to see the video. If he's cussing out Packer fans, I mean, I've
yeah.
gone to jail in Soldier Field for just slightly holding a Packer fan.
Just slightly.
While he's punching him in the face.
I didn't punch him. Now other people were punching him. I just made sure. It was weird. I always have the seat at the end of the aisle, and he couldn't get past the end of the aisle, and they caught him. It was weird. I don't know.
The devil's in the details, Judd.
Yeah.
The devil's in the details. We got a little off track on the Eagles and on. So back to the NBA, though. They did try to steal the thunder of the Super Bowl. They pulled off one of the most mind-boggling, foolish, goofy trades I've ever fucking seen in modern sports.
I think it's just
Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic.
It's a hate crime against, drunk people that are out of shape.
Yes,
'Cause
it is, right? Don't you feel attacked by that?
It
You
is.
guys feel triggered?
Yeah.
This Out of Shape podcast, which, by the way, we might have to change the name of the pod.
This Out of Shape podcast.
Out of Shape podcast.
But like, if Luka Doncic is such a fat, fucking lazy, fucking drunk that they don't trust him to give him all the money in the world.
Dude, I heard somebody. Go ahead.
Someone
please,
texted Mark Cuban. I can't remember who. It was a former player, and they said, "Dude, what is going on here?" He goes, "That's two of us." So Mark Cuban had no idea.
But is Mark Cuban not the majority owner
He's
anymore?
a minority now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you think but nobody knew. Fucking LeBron didn't know.
Yeah.
You think that's true?
Yes, I do. Think it's true. I do think it's Okay.
Conspiracy. Let me ask my Philadelphia conspiracy friend.
Okay, so he actually is already coming back too. By the way, he's
guy.
going deeper. Do you want to do his little side step and go right back into where we were at?
What do you say now? What do you say now?
So he says, and I'm not fact checking this live. I'm sorry. We're gonna roll with it. But he said they had a GoFundMe to get to the game and wore a GoPro. Tell me you're not there to get a reaction out of people without telling me. I mean, that's interesting. If that's true, I mean, Eagles and Nod might be onto something right now.
He's right. You know what? I'm with him because this week I'm so fucking Eagles that
I am so Eagles.
This is my new best friend.
Fly Eagles fly, baby.
EGALES.
Whatever Eagles sound.
Dude, so the bar I work at out fucking in the West in the cornfields out in Hinckley, Illinois, one of the owners is a giant fucking Eagles fan, and he walks around cawing. And he kept doing that through the fucking
he does not.
Oh no, it's huge, and he does it. And my wife has no clue what's going on at the Christmas party this year, but the Eagles had like a big win, and he's just fucking going. And my wife's like, Kara's like, what the fuck is Mark doing? I was like, it's the Eagles. He's like, she's like, that's what they do. I'm like, yes. He's walking around bird flapping, cawing.
Who are the two most annoying franchises in the league? Like, not now. Kansas City's there now.
I mean, it's the Packers and the Packers.
Well, I was going to say, how about the two teams that are the only ones that have to spell their names for us? EAGLES.
Did you just spell Eagles wrong?
Yeah, I did on purpose.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
You could be mayor.
West Aurora.
JETS. Jets.
I don't think those are the most annoying.
I don't. I think the Eagles.
Yeah, I think you're being really mean, Henry.
I think Philly in general is the most obnoxious fans outside of Shano. Love you, Shano.
Who's the most annoying fans?
Philly.
Yeah,
I mean, okay.
Packer fans
no.
in Soldier Field are the worst people on
earth. Put it aside.
But when you go up there, I went to Green Bay and they were nice to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I almost felt
that. Do you think they'd be friendly in fucking Philly? Ever?
You know what?
Any circumstance?
I'm going to tell you this. I'm not
Philly.
fucking going.
We're going to jail.
I'm not going to Philly.
I hope the Liberty Bell falls and cracks all the way through.
No.
That's what I hope.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
The nation's first capital. Ben fucking Franklin, the best of the founding fathers.
Okay, so let's just say
the guy who had hundreds of bodies in his basement when they found him.
That's fucking John Wayne Gacy up the road. You try and get out of these finger cuffs while I put my clown suit on.
Don't make me do another sidetrack, but I once did date somebody.
Okay.
Whose uncle was killed by John Wayne Gacy. That is a true story. True fucking story.
I know.
Yeah.
She's a great human.
And she's a great human. She's a great human.
Her whole family, they're great.
Yeah, they're wonderful
Cheers
humans. And we're not mentioning who they are, but I'm just
what the fuck is your problem, Bob?
I'm sorry.
We're talking about, now we're talking about this. How about your shirt, Judd? Give us a little shout out here.
Oh, well, we were talking about who's announcing the game, right? We were talking about announcers.
Yes.
This time it's Tom Brady, right?
I think so.
Why?
It should be Greg Olson.
Is it
I think
Buckholder or whatever?
I got to look it up, boys. Yeah, I'll look it up later.
And Brady, but they were talking about how they hated Troy Aikman.
I really hate Joe Buck.
No, I don't hate Troy.
Joey Buck. I don't mind. I think they're good at their jobs. I don't know. I'm not like hanging out with the motherfuckers. But the one thing that Joe Buck did do that was fucking awful was when Randy Moss faked mooning the crowd. He's like, what a disgusting display. But I do have my Randy Moss, the greatest wide receiver ever lived, straight cash homie shirt on. All right. There is no Viking stuff on there. Okay, it's just This is a Randy Moss.
I love
shirt.
Randy Moss, dude.
Me too.
I hate the Vikings, but I love Randy Moss. He played for two teams. That's very weird too. By the way,
I don't like when naked shirtless man over here. I'm like next to Bert Kreischer over here.
The
machine doesn't have to pull his shirt off.
Look at it. Right there.
Fuck, there's a Viking.
He's like a fucking Pez dispenser. He just keeps pulling fucking skin tone shirts off.
Guys hating.
By the way, the Super Bowl is being announced by Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Which to me is weird. Greg Olson deserves that. He is. I think Greg Olson.
They need
by the
to
way,
do something this summer with this whole Tom Brady owning a team shit.
Yes, and we'll get to that just around this. But I think Greg Olson and Troy Aikman would be the perfect for me. I think when you talk about just knowledge of the game.
They never put two players together.
Troy Aikman has the knowledge. I'd still love it though. I think
I'm supposed to hate Joe Buck just because he's Cardinals related.
He's a Cardinal dick lover.
Well, I mean, Cardinal fans are when it comes to rivalry. When you're sitting in Wrigley Field, they're pretty tolerable.
They are tolerable,
well, especially now because they're all over John Mozeliak, their GM, for just blowing the team up for 2 straight years.
They're like their fan base isn't like I've never fucking ended up in a brawl with Cardinal fans.
Well,
I mean, I grew up
once
in
they lost
Central
their
Illinois.
football team, they kind of lost credibility as a franchise.
I threw a Packer fan down the stairs, and I was so happy that he caught the railing. The one,
Yeah.
that's thank God he had good reflexes.
We were that close to not having a podcast.
I wouldn't have kids. I was just going to fucking
Yeah.
jail forever.
Yeah.
I think I had one kid back then.
Yeah.
That's just,
I
my
think I
20s.
had one kid back
Yeah,
then.
my 20s were bad. I definitely
Shout out to that guy who caught that railing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, because you really gave us a chance at a
that you
show.
didn't go over the edge of section 222 and off. Dude, the look on his face when he caught
I'm
himself.
waiting for a comment. Hey, that's my dad.
What, the kid that might be mine from Iowa? Or
No, the kid who got my dad said he almost got thrown over the edge.
Well,
I love football. Brings out the best in me.
go ahead, Harry.
No, I was gonna hit us with a new stat.
Please.
Can you tell me the only goalie who has an official win in his teenage years and his year in his 40s?
Fleury.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Just happened. Marc-Andre Fleury just won after his 40th birthday. He's the only
That's
goalie
fucking
ever.
crazy. That's a wild
You
stat.
know what else he did?
What else he did?
He did it in Calgary or no. in
Calgary?
Montreal. He did it in Montreal, where he's from.
Oh,
Oh,
shit. Oh, that's actually
Shutout
really cool.
as well.
That's really cool.
The entire team for the Canadians waited after the game, even though they got shut out, to congratulate him.
that's cool.
I love that. Well, let's keep it on football real quick, and then we'll switch back.
But yeah,
We'll bounce around. But so we're looking at this from a Bears centric point of view. And I don't want to steal, because this question was asked somewhere else, but it is an interesting question. So, like, as a Bears fan, you're watching the Super Bowl, you have kind of four options as a Bears centric person. Who are you most interested to watch? So you have Patrick Mahomes, who the Bears famously passed on for Mitch Trubisky.
I was at the game where
Worked
he
out
did
for everybody.
where he counted.
Oh,
you
dude.
took me. I was at that.
That was
game.
the moment where I'm like, fuck you. But
he won.
But I also understand it. I'd probably, if I was in his shoes, I also would have done the same.
I like Patrick
shit.
Mahomes.
I don't hate him either. I want to, but I can't.
Yeah, he's a
and then you have
likable person.
Saquon Barkley, who nearly signed with the Bears. He even said that recently.
Jesus.
He nearly signed with the Bears, which, by the way, I think worked out for everyone, because what the fuck was he running behind? Seriously, I mean, no offensive line. Then you have Jalen Carter, who the Bears, who switched.
Crash Bandicoot?
Yes, they switched from 9 to 10, gave the Eagles 9 to take Jalen Carter, while the Bears took Darnell Wright, which I think will probably work out for both teams. I don't necessarily completely hate that, but fuck, is Jalen Carter good? And
really
then
fucking good.
yes, and then you have what was the fourth one we were talking about earlier? The last
Trey Smith.
Trey Smith. So yeah, you have the potential signing of was it left guard?
Right guard.
Right guard. I apologize. So right guard.
He's rated as the number one interior lineman in the
So he's the
entire
most
league.
blue chip offensive lineman available.
You know where they drafted him?
They don't resign him.
6th round.
This is like you're like bringing up like, oh, girls I could have fucked. She's like, I was really drunk and almost fucked you one night, like super hot. No, this
So
is
Bears
we almost
perspective-
had these people.
Bears perspective, though, Trey Smith, you still could have.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think I'm looking as someone who's trying to look ahead. I think Trey Smith's one I'm most interested in watching, especially because he might be matching up occasionally against Jalen Carter. So
Yeah.
I would love to see what he's going to do.
Let's get Trey Smith. He also went to college with Darnell Wright.
Yes, yes, he did actually. And then also fucking I'm blanking right now. The left tackle that's coming up in the draft that the Bears may potentially have fall to them.
Will Campbell. So I just heard a stat, and please fact check me, but I believe I'm right. Was he only allowed 1 sack in the last 2 seasons? Yeah.
1. And there's only like 5 or so pressures. I could be wrong, but it's around 5 pressures in 2 fucking seasons. That's a legit dude. Do you think?
All right, get him.
Do you think he even falls?
He could, because there's potential of Genty going early, and there's 3 or 4 defensive ends that could go early. You know what's really great for us? There are, the most positions that are stacked in this draft: edge, defensive line,
Right.
and
Running back.
And no, well,
Running
that
back
but
is like
running back is there, but also all offensive linemen. Not as many left tackles, but there are guards,
Cool.
guards and centers,
Look-
interior defense and edge.
When you look at I mean, I think I have a good feeling. Yeah, sorry, I have a good feeling they're going to try to do this inside out. Even if you take a left tackle, I think outside of Campbell, most of them project to still be guards.
The only
So I
other
could
one is
see
the
them
guy at
doing
Ohio
the
State.
Inside out. What's that?
Josh Simmons. He's the only other
Yeah.
tackle that's like legit left tackle.
Yeah. So I think there's a really good chance you're gonna go guard, center, maybe another guard. So in the draft, maybe you take a guard. Well, you take a tackle. It's gonna be a guard, and you take a center, and then hopefully you can sign Smith. And then honestly, you're looking pretty good at that point. Obviously, you still take another shot in the dark or two on tackle.
I will say if Mason, I believe it's Mason Grant, I think it is something like that. He's the defensive tackle out of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
If he falls to 9, take him.
Yeah, I mean,
they're due to the next coming of Aaron Donald.
Well, I think Jalen Carter might be the next coming Aaron Donald right now. I really do think that. I mean, the dude's doubled all fucking year and is still getting through everybody, and he's young.
Yeah.
I understand. I even looking back, like I don't blame the Bears for not wanting to take a flyer on him. Like you're trying to change the culture, quote unquote, and you have a questionable character guy, and the Eagles also had they also were ready to win.
Well,
and
they're a better franchise than us.
Well, if they didn't pan out, it's okay for the Eagles. The Bears, that wasn't okay. You needed to hit on that pick. So I don't hate him for that, but I think this kind of is a perfect segue into the Myles Garrett being available thing. So you have Myles Garrett available, and you got to think minimum 2 firsts and probably a second or third to get him.
I'm hearing minimum 2 firsts, a third, and a fourth.
Yeah. Okay. So that's around what I'm hearing.
A first, a second, a third, and a player.
So I mean, so I brought it up. I'll just lead it off with just saying no. Fucking no. The same reason.
All right, we'll trade Tyreek Stevens.
The same reason I said last week I don't want to get Genty. I think he's going to be great. I think he may be having the next Saquon or somebody potentially. It's not what they don't have the luxury to go for that right now.
They don't.
You got to fucking repair that line immediately
on both sides.
Now, what if they pick up 3 linemen?
Offensive line first, and then fix the defensive line. But offensive line is number one. If you want Caleb to be Caleb, you bring in Ben Johnson, you do all this shit. You gotta give him protection.
Do you bring Khalil Mack back?
I mean, if
he's a free
what kind of deal is he looking for? How old is Khalil Mack now? What,
35?
35?
35?
So 34, 35.
Still effective, but he's like Terrell Suggs late. When it was Terrell Suggs went to the Rams. Is that where he ended up? Was it the Rams? I'm sorry, I'm blanking right now.
Khalil Mack is 33. Sorry.
33. Okay, thank you for double checking that. I thought he was a little bit younger than that. But yeah, you got a Terrell Suggs kind of thing. But yeah, you're paying really what 5 to tops 10 sacks a year. And you already have like a number 2 that's being paid like a number 1 on the other end, and Sweat. I mean, I think he's a complimentary pass rusher. He is not worth probably the contract they gave him, but I understand why they paid him. I don't hate it. I don't know though. That's a lot. I'll
give him a 1-year, $6 million deal.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna take that. I think if he's doing a 1-year deal, it's gonna be like fucking what?
I'll do 10. I'll do 10.
I would say for 1 year at 33, it's 12 to 15.
You guys are good with other people's money.
No, I'm not spending his money. I'm saying that's the money he's going to command.
Yeah, I know.
There's no fucking way. He still was productive. He was more productive with the Chargers than he was with the Bears. His worst seasons of his entire career were with Chicago.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, doesn't it? It used to be where wide receivers came to die. Now we're just where everybody
except
comes
for like the
to die.
2016 Cubs, like all of them had their careers, and then they all ended, except Schwarber.
Except for Schwarber, fucking Schwarber.
Speaking of the Cubs, can you guys name me the 4 players on the Cubs that hit their first career bat was a home run in the last 20 years?
Fuck. No. Judd, you go. You're the baseball guy.
Amaya. Fuck. First.
What's his name? Fucking the shit came in off the bench.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Bodie? Bodie? No?
Bodie hit the grand slam against Washington.
Wasn't it?
So, fuck. I
don't know, dude.
Yeah, you fucking hard.
Yeah, dude. You got some real fucking brain fucking twisters here, dude. Bukadome. I remember he got a hit though.
It was his first game. This is first at bat.
First at bat.
One of them is on our current rival.
You got me, dude. I have nothing. What?
Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras. That's a good one. Okay.
One of them we traded last year.
You might as well just give them to us.
Yeah,
dude.
you might as well give them to us.
Christopher Morel.
Chris Morrell.
Okay, great.
Jorge Soler, Starlin Castro.
Wow, those are all pretty recent. You think I would have picked
Corey
up one
Patterson. No.
Corey.
You guys even remember that? Do you remember Corey Patterson?
No,
Yes,
of
I
course
do.
I remember
You
Corey
guys are
Patterson.
young. I don't know.
We're the only team with 4 in the last 20 years.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's kind of a wild one. Well, so we're all in agreement though. No Myles Garrett. Correct?
No.
Yeah, no, he's coming.
Okay.
No, he's
But
not.
we're all in
Definitely not
agreement.
coming. We're like the 9th best raw like odds.
So
to get him.
the other big trade obviously was the Zach LaVine trade. So that was the NBA doing just a fucking Hail Mary attempt. Let's steal.
Well, I mean, De'Aaron Fox going to Spurs.
Okay,
but
that's
for us.
thank
It's
you.
great.
D'Angelo or De'Aaron?
De'Aaron.
De'Aaron, sorry.
You just cannot. Any black person, you just fuck their name up.
I don't know if the name's not
You gotta
Tom or Steve or Judd. I like one syllable white guy names. That's what I'm really good at.
I need. I gotta hang out with me and my
one
friends more.
syllable whites. That's all I can get.
Valalis,
Yeah,
Jones, like you just can't.
Separate yourself as best as you can. Henry.
Palatial Jones, like
Palatial
it
Jones.
just doesn't.
If you put LE and then a dash and then an A, it's Ladasha.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Henry. I'm looking at that. Fuck you.
It's my friend's dog's name.
I know someone that used that as a hyphen in college.
That's AK's dog's name in Tess. Ladasha.
Jesus Christ.
don't know. Why would- yeah,
Look at that
just
trade again. I think
Shout out AK.
the media and especially
Packer
Chicago-centric media, everybody wants to focus on the Zach LaVine portion, how the Bulls got nothing, rather, which is totally fair. They traded everybody away 2-3 seasons too late. They should have tore that fucking team up 3 years ago. As soon as Lonzo Ball went down, they missed the playoffs. Is when you should have started deconstructing that team and actually had trade value. But you got rid of everybody for fucking nothing. But the real key to that is Fox. Fox going to Wemby. I mean,
That's trouble, bro.
it is fucking scary, dude. Watching Wembanyama with a real point guard.
Chris
Paul
and-
too. That's what I'm saying. But now you have an insurance policy and you have the future rather than just the present in Chris Paul. I think that is just brilliant. I love
The NBA it's been a hell of a week, man. I can't believe Luka.
It's the most exciting the NBA has been
That's what I'm
all
saying.
year.
So obviously, and Luka and Anthony Davis saying, going back to that, I'm like, it's the weirdest thing of all time to me. So like when the reports I was hearing coming out of it is like, well, he doesn't really work very hard and he's a little out of shape and we're worried about injuries and stuff down the road. So what are we going to do? We're going to trade for Anthony Davis, one of the most injury prone players of all fucking time.
Hey, I think Dallas is a problem though if he's pissed off and healthy with. I mean,
don't get me wrong.
him and
Yes.
Kyrie and that team,
For-
and they get
for a
Blake
year or
Lively.
two.
Supposedly Kyrie put in for a request though.
They get Lively back, and you got Gafford. I mean, and he gets to play the 4 now, Anthony Davis. So
Right. Yeah, that's what he wanted to do for sure. The Lakers do this though. That's why the Lakers are brilliant. They're kind of like the Bears in the sense like they make their money off of basketball. They, that's their main business is basketball. And what the Lakers do always is they just find a franchise player
from Cream
fucking
to Luka,
to Kobe. I mean, you know what I mean? Like they just find
nice miss
ways
there.
to do it.
always make a trade and get
They always get their guy. Now they're set for
Free
10
agent.
fucking years. The Mavericks, why they would do this?
Unless-
so little sense to me.
unless Luka is a fat drunk piece of
He
shit.
can
like
leave
that.
after this season.
He's not going to. Would you? I mean, he's got so much money on the table now. Also, by the way, the fun little side note, which is going to completely change the fucking CBA and everything. Like they fucking cost Luka $100 million
Yeah,
by doing that.
yeah.
$100 million.
Yeah.
They must have really not liked Luka.
Take that. Go fix your calf, asshole. Fat fuck.
That's crazy.
Idiots.
It is wild. It might go down as one of the worst trades.
This guy posted that he went on the NBA video game and tried to do that trade. It wouldn't
do it.
through.
I saw several people posting shit like that. Like even the video game is like, no, absolutely not.
This
This is fucking absurd.
That's how video games work. Like
Yeah,
the video
even
game will tell
AI
you.
They let you go through. Like, all right, we'll let you make these ridiculous trades.
Yeah, so like that one's not acceptable. That's not allowed.
I didn't know that.
I mean, it's fucking wild. And then the third NBA transaction or potential transaction that's not going to happen, which is why I actually, when we found out that Shamrock wasn't going to do the show yesterday, we scheduled it to today, which he still couldn't do. But I thought about trying to get our buddy Jeff from Arizona out here again,
Phoenix Durant wants,
just because of this one deal, which was Butler says he only wants to go to one team, and that is Phoenix. The problem is, what's stopping Phoenix from doing it? They gave fucking Bradley Beal a no trade clause. And almost no one gets a no trade clause anymore. Like LeBron has one.
There's two, Bradley Beal and LeBron.
Yeah, there you go. Why would you? Bradley Beal got a no trade clause? Fucking his agent. So, you got to take that agent, right? Bradley Beal gets a no trade clause? Oh, LeBron and Bradley Beal.
Yeah, it sounds
gets
right.
one.
Yeah, it's good.
Absolutely fucking wild. Absolutely wild.
All right. So on a side note here, we're gonna go.
I love it. Let's just go. Just do a fucking 90.
Name me the 5 college football programs
All
that
right.
have never lost
Complete
more
side
than
note.
9 games.
What are you talking about? What?
Okay, go ahead. One more time.
I meant to do this one earlier, but we weren't talking about college football.
Yeah,
because it's over.
So here's a good segue. Anyways, continue.
All right, let's go ahead.
No,
Name
sorry.
me that's 5.
5 college teams that only lost
That have never lost
9
more
games.
than 9 games in their entire existence.
Alabama,
Eh,
Michigan.
We better get you a buzzer.
eh.
I don't know. Fucking. You're asking the one person that can't stand college football to talk about it.
Notre Dame.
Eh.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm
Let's
done.
go again.
I'm done.
Just like, let's go again. No,
They
no.
are all big name schools, though.
Ohio State.
Yes.
We're gonna go with Michigan State.
False.
Okay, we're gonna go with I'm just like big name school. It's like LSU.
No.
Okay, Miami.
Yes.
Okay, we got two. We're gonna go over here. Boy knows nothing about college football. Of course, I have taken 37 guesses, but let's see. We're almost running out of schools.
NIU.
Yeah.
Yes, they're on there. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see here. Fucking big names. Shit. Let's go Oklahoma.
Bingo. That's 3.
Okay, we got 3. Fuck, dude. Auburn?
Nope.
No, that's just a shot in the dark. What do you, Judd? Come on, you got some over there. I got
No,
3.
nothing.
I see the last 2, buddy. I got the hardest part done.
I don't know, man.
All right, give me the last 2, or give me some hints. Last 2.
Oh, Jesus.
They're volunteers.
Oh well, fucking.
Tennessee. I mean,
Yeah.
I was gonna say like big.
Really, that Tennessee kind of surprises me, but
And the other one, their mascot are the Bulldogs.
Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Really? Okay, no, that makes sense. Georgia makes more sense than Tennessee to me. Tennessee is probably the one that kind of seems a little weird to me on that list. Yeah, I could see that. I guess. I don't know. I don't know shit about college football. I play college football though. NCAA football at 25. That's the only reason I know anything about college football.
You went to college.
I did go to college, and as much as I was making fun of Fly Eagles Fly, we were Huskies.
Oh, Jesus.
Just pretty fucking lame too.
I never. It's crazy.
But hey, man, I was there when Garrett Wolf was there, right after Michael the Burner Turner had left. We ended up going to the Falcons. Great career, and Garrett Wolf was the funnest fucking guy to watch. He was so fun, like this little like 5'7", 5'8", whatever fucking guy, and just watching him disappear behind the offensive line, and then all of a sudden he would just pop out 15 years.
It's like Warwick
down the field.
Dunn.
Yeah, exactly. It was very similar to Warwick Dunn, actually. That's actually a great comp.
Warwick Dunn was unreal.
Well,
like,
Garrett
different
Wolf
level.
that year, I watched him go against Ohio State for like around 200 all-purpose yards. And they're the number 1 defense in the country at that point.
Yeah.
And NIU got slaughtered, but Garrett Wolf looked real good. He actually was at least on the edge of the Heisman voting. Won the Heisman that year? Reggie Bush.
No.
Yeah. That's pretty tough to beat that guy.
Yeah.
Pretty tough to beat that guy.
It's hard. NIU is a tough place. I actually have had to hide on the floorboard of a car while the cops looked for us and drive me out of town. It's a different time.
Yeah. You once went into a taco joint down there too, didn't you?
I got in a little fight in the taco.
What happened down there,
yeah,
buddy?
I just, some people needed to be punched, and I punched.
Yeah.
I punched the first 2.
Yeah, you punched the first 2.
It took the fight out of everybody else who was going to jump me.
Yeah, they were going to jump. If I recall correctly from the story, they were not super happy that you asked the women they were with if they wanted to come to a party.
They weren't sitting at the same table.
You didn't know.
I didn't know.
You didn't.
I didn't know he
you
owned.
were a nice guy.
I didn't know those guys owned all the women in Burritoville.
Which, by the way, I've been to that location, and those burritos are shit. Fuck you, Burritoville. Never want you as a sponsor. Gave me terrible diarrhea multiple times.
I finished my burrito before they all followed me out. They're like, we're gonna fuck you up when you leave. I'm like, well, my buddy's like this little fucker. He's like, what are we gonna do? I was like, well, we're gonna finish our food and we're gonna go outside. We're gonna beat the shit out of these people. I don't give a fuck.
And then Judd delivered.
I delivered on the first two, and then the one was fishing out and doing all the weird foamy I've been knocked out shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's run.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here now. And that's back when you were still real fast.
I was really fast.
Yeah, back then. Yeah.
My friend was way faster, but
Yeah. Well, he's tiny.
he's tiny.
Yeah. Well, he's used to running away from fights.
He was laughing. I said, are they coming? He goes, oh no, they're not coming.
No, they're not coming.
He was laughing. He goes, you hit the first two, and everybody stood there like, oh fuck.
Yeah, well, we're gonna fuck with the wrong gringo here in Burritoville.
I had to get on the floorboard of the car and drive me out of town.
Well,
Cops everywhere.
well, what else? Do we have anything else on the docket here, Henry? On your little bulletin points over there?
Yeah,
We hit the big things.
Bazulis, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, almost forgot.
10 for 10, 24 points. Bulls rookie.
Yeah.
Das Bazulas.
Yeah, I'm liking that. There's like
He's gonna be a beast.
So
there's only-
okay, I guess that's a good question. We obviously the Bulls are doing a whole tear down. They're getting rid of everybody as they should. Vooch should be next. Hopefully they actually get something for him. Maybe a late first round pick or something. That'd be really cool.
we're on
Be
20.
nice considering Caruso, DeRozan, and Zach got a 0 first round picks.
I know.
We're under 24 hours for the deadline for the NBA.
So you think he's gone in that 24?
I don't know.
Vooch?
Yeah,
They said they're
he
not
could be
trading him
gone.
unless they get value.
But why keep him? Because all you're doing is hurting you're losing value
They'll have
by
value
keeping
in the
him.
offseason.
But you're losing picks every time you keep him on the floor.
I know.
And Billy Donovan is coaching to win. He's not going to tank. That's just how it's set up. You got to get rid of Vooch, right?
Yeah.
If you're trying to get any sort of draft position.
Should
But
get
really,
rid
they
of
should have done it at the beginning of the fucking year.
Don't give him to
the last
Lakers. That's
offseason.
all I ask.
I'm
Don't
waiting
what?
that long to get rid of
Lakers.
Levine.
He better not go to the Lakers.
I don't think the Lakers are going to do shit. Like, what are the Lakers going to do? They have no center. And Vooch ain't the center that's going to fucking get them
Oh,
past like
fuck
Denver or those real
Well,
teams out there.
hey, but fucking Kobe won Gasol. I mean, they had a real post presence. I mean, they had a post presence offensively, but no defense.
Okay, hold on.
You know what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
hold on. The Lakers had Kobe.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Well,
Jordan
you got
part two.
LeBron and Luca.
LeBron is not
And
as good as
Luka?
fucking Kobe.
And Luca.
No, neither of them are fucking
I'm
on
not saying they're as
Kobe's
good
level.
as Kobe. That's
No,
not what I'm saying.
I'm just saying they're not anywhere on the level of a Jordan.
What a Vooch with those?
Come
Then
on,
that's
Judd. They
interesting.
get rated above our top 2 players.
I don't know even salary cap wise they could even swing that.
The joke
It's-
of all
this might be
jokes
a
is even
good
when
point.
people put LeBron in like the breath of those top 5 fucking players, especially Michael and Kobe, because they're just different. It's not
I
even-
completely agree.
Yeah,
with
I know,
You
but-
know that.
I know, and the rest of the
It's
world
all-
who thinks that they argue this for
It's also been kind of interesting because you have 2 ball centric fucking guys out there. I don't know how that's going to work with Luca.
I'm sure they can win games and they'll be good and they'll get to the playoffs, and obviously they're going to get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But they're going to be. What are they going to do when they fucking run up
I
against the
don't-
whole team?
I don't see them going anywhere without a real post presence, or at least a defensive presence. You know, like a DeAndre Jordan type player. You know, like that kind of guy.
You better get a fucking center.
Well, you know what I'm saying though. You need somebody who can actually get boards, or fucking even like Andre Drummond from a couple years ago, like someone like that. All right.
I don't think the
talking.
Lakers can beat the Mavericks.
I don't think they could, as constructed right now. No, I don't think they could either. The Mavericks actually are set up to where the next 2 years they could win if Anthony Davis stays healthy.
Yeah,
They said if he stays healthy, they might be the second best team currently in the West.
dude. I mean, Kyrie with that fucking Anthony Davis is just an enigma because he is that fucking good. I mean,
He
you
is
just
that
wait.
good when he can play.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad because by the way, I love Anthony Davis. I really do truly like Anthony Davis. It's just one of those what if stories of like if he had a full healthy career.
Yeah.
Now, unlike like Penny or Derrick Rose or guys like that, or Grant Hill, whose injuries took him out completely. His injuries don't take him out completely. He's still effective every time he's on the floor. It's just how many games can he play? You know. But yeah, I see the Lakers second round exit probably as constructed, unless they find a way to get the Lakers.
Oh yeah, they're not even going to make the playoffs.
I think they'll make the playoffs.
What about the Spurs?
They'll be in the buy-in.
You think the Spurs think it's gonna make a big difference for them?
Maybe not this year, but fucking next year. Wemby's the future of the league, man. And you know me,
I think
like
he is, yeah.
I know you give me shit. Everyone makes fun of me.
You
every
guys
week
watched that
for being-
Wemby versus Giannis game the other night? That was good.
I didn't see it.
Everybody gives me shit every week, and Judd ever since he found out how big of a Wemby
That
fan
you want to
I
have
am.
sex with a giant Frenchman?
No, I just think he is a total freak of fucking nature.
He is. He is a freak of nature. I did see the shot where he hit like this 360 fadeaway bank shot, got lucky against Giannis.
Well, Wemby may end up like if he stays truly stays healthy his entire career. God knows where he's going to end up in the pantheon, or pantheon of fucking great NBA players.
Oh yeah,
but he has the potential to be top 3 of all time.
Yeah,
if he stays healthy,
he's a fucking Kareem. Wilt.
He
is.
He's his own thing though. Like, cause
he had 5 blocks and 5 threes in a game,
dude. He's a freak of nature. We've never seen anything like him, and that's why I feel comfortable saying again, if he stays healthy, like you put him in potentially top 3. If he stays healthy,
he's already better than LeBron.
Well, he's definitely better than LeBron right now.
LeBron is
all right. Yeah,
LeBron is a really good point guard.
Well, put it like this: like if you're in a win now scenario, right? You have 1 year window. You can take one or the other, Wemby or LeBron. Who are you taking with you into the playoffs?
Are you talking about now?
Right now, this season.
Oh, Wemby.
Yeah.
Still Wemby?
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably.
How many missed fucking shots at the end of the game does fucking LeBron hit?
Right. I mean, that's all.
That's all basketball is hitting the big shots towards the end. You fucking.
One on top of that, how rare is it to have a 2-way player in today's league? A guy who's a top end offensive talent and a top end defensive talent. There's just not very many of them. I mean, who is there? Giannis.
Yeah.
Anybody
Shaq,
else?
Kobe.
No, I'm saying right now. Yeah. I don't know. There's just not a lot of great 2-way players. When you think of all the top
NBA
players,
sucks.
I mean,
Kawhi Leonard still play basketball?
Kawhi when he's healthy,
he plays.
And when he's healthy, he's a great fucking.
All right, I'm out here for my 65 minimal games. Let me win MVP.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much how it is. So, all right, I guess that's pretty much all I got in the docket. I'm excited. Not really.
You're excited for the Eagles to win, and our new buddy. What's our new buddy's name?
Shano. Big shout out to Shano. Shano, thank you for fucking hopping in and giving us a little Eagles.
If the Eagles win, we got to get him on the phone next week.
We might bring him in. By the way, this is the guy I told you about that just shotguns beer on his streams.
Oh,
he's fitting perfectly with.
Let's go, buddy, 1-on-1.
So maybe we can bring Shano in. Hey, Shano, if the Eagles win, we'll give you a 5-minute call next week. He will do it, I promise you, and it will fucking be entertaining.
I've seen him shotgun. It's fucking unreal. I actually meant to put it in my last
video. Here's what you can do. Shano actually, I think he did beat me on the last one because we did do a shotgun on stream. So maybe we can do a 3-way Skype stream. I'll try to set this up. So I'll talk to Shano this week. If the Eagles win, then we will do a shotgun. Win. I hope the Eagles win too, and you'll never hear those words out of my mouth another year.
Well, I mean, the Eagles do. You end up rooting for. It's not like we're in direct. We're not in direct competition with the Eagles all the time. Too much, in life. The Fog Bowl. Like you guys weren't born, but
no, I know the Fog.
I know the Fog Bowl.
You've heard of it.
Yeah. Well, just like I know about fucking Sid Luckman. It doesn't. I didn't watch him play.
Okay. Hey, do you know Johnny Morris?
I know about Butkus.
Does he though?
I didn't say I was alive during Sid Luckman's career. You fuck.
You weren't?
God.
No, Judd actually went to high school at Red Grange in Bronco.
Who the fuck said I ever went to high school? First of all,
that is actually true. That's factual.
You went to middle school at Bronco Nagurski. My
bad. yeah. Fucking. I'm just. Hey, but Philly, I don't have a hate for Philly, and more times than not, I end up rooting for those NFC East teams because I hate fucking Dallas. And you're always rooting against.
How about the fucking Pistons? Oh, yeah,
hold on.
That's Detroit. Sorry.
Hold on a
Sorry, I fucked up for a second.
The Pistons, the most hated team in my life. One of them. Yeah. Okay. No good.
No.
No,
I'm
waiting.
No. You're good. You're good. I was going to say
76ers.
Yeah. I was saying you went way up. Back
Fuck
to
you guys. Fuck
Detroit.
you. Well, obviously we hate Detroit, but the 76ers. You a big fan of the 76ers?
I don't.
You don't feel any way about them?
I like Charles Barkley.
I like the AI.
Whoa. Charles Barkley is one of my favorite athletes of all time.
I like Iverson.
How about the Phillies? Those candy stripe fucking.
I don't mind the Phillies because they gave us the greatest second baseman of all time.
Ryan. I was about to say.
All right. Well,
we got a statue.
I'm trying to shit on Philly, and I guess I can't.
No, I mean when we played them in Chris Pronger in the 2010 Cup.
Fuck Chris Pronger.
Remember they put the fucking picture of Chris Pronger in a skirt in a fucking.
No.
Oh yeah, they put him in the figure skating skirt.
Yep.
Really?
I have it at home. It's fucking hilarious.
I'll bring that next week for show and tell.
We should, but like that Philly team was good, and they were like scrappy as fuck. It was fucking they were a problem. And,
yeah,
and that was scary. That was a scary series where I was like, oh shit, we're really gonna go 7 games. We got them in the 6, but that team could fucking play. Giroux and Briere. Oh my god. That my friend told me back in the day. She said that she's like, I've never been so scared in my life. She was there for like game 6.
Oh really?
So they were so mean.
Yeah, I mean,
they were ridiculous.
I don't know. I guess it's just Philly fandom. It's just it's arguably the worst in all of sports.
Well, have you ever gone to like other people's stadiums?
I mean, the Eagles are the worst.
No, I really haven't.
Okay, I've been to other people's stadiums.
I mean, I'm in the White Sox game once.
When they have fans, they're brutal.
I had.
Was it the day that their fans went on the field and beat the umps up? The Louis brothers.
Because of being in the liquor industry, I had skybox tickets. I was in the luxury boxes. So I was with my ex, and we went there, and we stayed up all night long drinking, and just didn't sleep going to the game. And I did not look at the field one time. I just fucking got hammered off free beer and ate the shit out of everything, and then left. Swear to God, I don't even know what that stadium looks like, and I was there.
Last time I went to Comiskey Park, I was arrested. I was put. God damn, I have been in some.
It's not Comiskey, buddy.
But it was when I went.
It was okay. That's fair.
And we were underage drinking. I was like, I don't want to go to a fucking White Sox game. And we went there underage drinking, and then they had us all on video. But I was smart. Like I poured my shit in a cup. But my buddies, they got arrested because they were stupid enough to like you could see them doing it.
Well, that's like me when I took my little pussy stick here. It was you're not allowed to vape at Soldier Field. Stick? You're not allowed to vape at Soldier Field, so I stuck it inside the sleeve of my coat and would just do one of these and just blow it into my shirt. Like I'm not vaping here. It's all fucking outside. Yeah. Stop being a pussy. What, you don't want to smell like berries? Yeah. Calm down, you fucking pussies. Used to be, I understood, dude. You're at a bowling alley. You smell like Marlboro Reds and Newports. This smells like fucking tropical fruit. Calm down. Stop being a pussy.
Stop being a boomer.
I mean, I'm not a fucking... Stop being a boomer. Boomers, if it was up to them, they'd probably have all the smoking still in bars. It's your generations that have fucking...
Well, hey, I'm not part of my generation. I'm an old soul.
You're millennials. You guys are just...
No, it's not my generation. It's Sean's generation.
X, my bad.
It's this next generation.
Z? Gen Z, that's like my kids.
He's 20-something.
You're millennials.
No, is it? Oh, yeah, you're right.
You're millennials. Then there's
soft-ass generation coming up. But hey...
Gen Z.
I'll wrap this up because good news, though, we have Shamrock getting... He's not here, but he's getting punched in the face by my mother. She does have rheumatoid arthritis, and believe it or not, she's skinnier than me.
I have 2 friends that said they'd go on during an episode for the Super Bowl. So if we wanted to do anything for an after show,
we'll
for what, the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll discuss this after the show.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. I'm probably gonna take a nice nap during the Super Bowl and watch the highlights next. Now I'll probably watch the game, but I'm not super excited because
I'm gonna get hammered and practice music and.
Good idea. Yeah.
You should actually write that in your next song. It's called "Fuck the Chiefs."
I'm gonna practice and.
Well, let's do one more shot on the way out here, boys. We have honestly, Shamrock, we miss you, love you, buddy. Wish you were here, but it's time.
Here, you want to just smell him? He's right here on this 2 fingers. You miss him that bad.
Oh wait. You just put me 2 fingers out like it was in his butthole?
Yeah, it was in his butthole, all his holes.
All of his holes? Yeah. Oh, my God. How many holes does Shamrock have?
Well.
Not going to lie. Hey, Shamrock, to you and all of your holes. Big shout out, Shamrock. We miss you. Shout out to our sponsors. Thank you. We are sponsored now by 2 weed companies.
Let's go, Philly.
Hold my beer, but really it should be hold my joint because we are weed centric here in this podcast.
And how do you do the fucking Eagles chant again? What's that song?
Fucking
you guys know how to spell Eagles?
EGLES.
EGLAS.
Eglass.
Love you, Shadow. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week with a full roster. Can't wait to see you. Bye. Well, you ain't selling no man trap for me if I don't survive. Keep them goddamn babies out the street. We going on a bender for the next 4 days. Bring the women, the whiskey, and all my evil ways.
going on a bender for the next 4 days. Bring the women, the whiskey, and all my evil ways.